guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. For today's video I thought it would be fun to do an updated version of the My Daily Makeup Routine, because it has been a while since I did one of those videos, and yeah, I'm always willing to share my makeup routine just in case you need some new hidden gems, or if you just simply want to know what I put on my face every day. So let's get ready and see what my daily makeup routine actually is. So I already put on some moisturizer and also a face serum. Well, actually the other way around, if you know what I mean. So that is something that has already been done. I always need to clip my hair out of my face because it is a lot and it will get in the way, and it's just very annoying. I think it might be a clever idea to put something like a towel on my lap, because some of you might know that I wear and use mineral makeup basically every day, and normally I'm standing up in front of a mirror when I'm doing my makeup, so every dust particle and powder particle just lands on the floor. But the floor right now is basically my lap, so that is not going to be a good idea. I am going to grab a towel really quick, and after that we are going to start putting on some base makeup. Okay, so the towel is secured. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Like, just to give you a little insight, this is my daily base, like my daily makeup. This is the state of it. Like, it's all dusty and powdery, and yeah, I can clean this off, but it would be the same way once again within 2 days. So we are not going to clean that up, because this is the reality, and this is what I am dealing with on a daily basis, and this is my daily makeup routine. So you get what I'm going at. Let's start off with the same thing that I'm always starting off with, and that is by putting on some primer. This is the basic middle primer by OYE. This is the brand that I'm using for my entire face and my base. So I'm not going to say this is this by OYE, this is that by OYE, because this is the brand. Okay, wait. This is what I'm using for my entire face. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of the mineral primer on my face just to get a clean base, because with mineral makeup it is basically the idea that you first create like a blank canvas. It's not like we're going to color in everything just from the start. So you are going to create a blank canvas, and from that point out you can create something different. So in the beginning this is going to look extremely pale and white, but who cares, because I'm already pale and white. So that is nothing different. This is just a silky smooth layer that creates a nice canvas that we can work with. So yeah, just very simple. Rub it in all over your face. And that is primer done. So this makeup is so incredibly easy. I mostly finish my base in like 5 to 10 minutes tops, because it's just all powder and you just whack it on. I have all the brushes laying around, so I can do it very easily. You do not have to be very precise with this makeup, so that is also a big plus. Next up I'm going in with the mineral concealer, which is looking a little bit on the pinky purpley side. And this sole purpose is to eliminate any dark circles that you might have. Must say that I'm pretty blessed with the skin that I have, because I'm not experiencing like a lot of dark circles, a lot of redness. I'm just a blank canvas on its own. So yeah, that is something I'm pretty happy about, but nonetheless it's always very nice to just add a little bit below the eyes, so it all just looks a little bit more fresh. I think that that's the correct word. I just now noticed that maybe you guys are a little bit far away for a makeup video, so let's move you a little bit closer and a little bit more higher. Is that better? Maybe you're a little bit too close. Oh, that's even closer. I think this is a little bit better. Now you can see what I'm doing actually. Also, is there anyone who knows how I can create my hair like this without putting in alligator clips? Because I like the look of my hair so much when I'm putting in these clips, but with normal claw clips or stuff like that, I can never achieve this look. But I really want to look like this on a day-to-day basis, but I'm not going to walk with alligator claw clips in my hair. Moving on to another concealer, which is the Mineral Concealer in Banana Light. So the previous one was a little bit more purple pink to eliminate dark circles. Right here I have a yellow one to eliminate any redness. And personally I really love putting this on the top of my eyelids because that is the only place that tends to get a little bit more red. Not really sure if that is because of all the makeup removing or if it is something else. So just a little bit on the top of my lids, and sometimes I also put a little bit down here. And if I have any blemishes or like something going on my face, like a little red spot, I can just simply put a little dot of this on it and it is basically gone. So that is some miracle work by this banana powder. So concealer and primer is done. Let's move on to this big boy. Right here I have the foundation in the shade Ivory because I'm pale as a ghost. And this is once again something that you can pick up with your big kabuki brush and whack all over your face. Like, it does not have to be neat. You can layer it however you want, because sometimes I just need like a little bit because I'm not doing a whole lot. But sometimes for a party I'm just putting on a little bit more, and you can just create some nice layers to make it a little bit more full coverage. But mineral makeup, I don't think it will ever be full coverage, but please correct me if I'm wrong, but normally it is the sole purpose to just keep it light and like good for your skin, healthy glow, natural look. So I don't think it will be full coverage with mineral makeup, but maybe you know a brand or maybe you know a way that might achieve that. So as you can tell, I have a very clean blank space right now with not a lot of depth, not a lot of color. It's just plain. So we are going to do something about it with this face palette. So right here I have a bronzer, a contour and also a blush. I must say that I also have a bronzer and a blush in like this powdery form, but I'm really enjoying this face palette right here. So we are going to start off with the, what is it called? With the contour color. So my brain is not braining today. With the contour color, I'm not really sure if I can see the shade of this. This is the pressed contour powder in Bahamas. So in case you wanted to know. Let's start creating some shape in my face, because right now it's just a white blob. Okay, did that do something for you guys at home? I can definitely see the difference, but I'm not really sure how well the camera is picking up like those slight changes. But I always like to put something over here and just dragging it down below my cheeks. Not my cheeks, my jaw. And I do the same thing on the other side. Just put a little bit over here, work it down. Some contour over here, and the leftovers I just place next to my nose. So now we have a little bit of shape, but I'm still lacking a bit of color. So I'm going in with this bronzer. Let's see if I can look at the shade. This is Punta Cana. So I'm just going to grab a different brush. This is like the only brush that is not by OYE. Like all the other stuff with the wooden handles is also by OYE, and you can just pick it up at their store or on the web shop. You know the drill. This is the only one that is not from them, but I'm just using a slight hand with the bronzer and just putting a little bit on my head, like my forehead, to create some color because I'm so pale, you guys. I need sun. I don't know about you, but I'm just putting it around my face and also a little bit on the same contour areas. I'm not really sure if there's something that you would normally do, but like maybe my lights are too bright for you to see what I'm doing. But I'm just creating a little bit more color because when I'm sitting further back, you can definitely see that I'm not as pale and as white anymore. With this same palette, I'm going in with the blush. I lied. This is also not a OYE brush, but I use this for my blush. This is in the shade Gatekeeper, which I'm not gatekeeping, by the way. So some blush on my cheeks, working it a little bit more in my hairline. Not really sure why, but that's what I do. Giving it a little bit more of a color. Does it actually show up? This one is very natural and very light. I also have the shade Sex Appeal, and that one is way more pigmented in comparison with this one, because you can also see that this is a very neutral one. But on a day-to-day basis, like just going to the office or something like that, this is the perfect light blush color because you do not want to pop off everywhere you go. At least I don't. I also put some blush on my nose to give me even more color and like a sun-kissed look in the midst of winter, because where is spring? I need some sun. Like spreading it a little bit. Boop. There you go. So, and this is the base of my makeup basically done. And normally I'm also putting the same blush color on top of my eyelids as an eyeliner, I wanted to say, no, as an eyeshadow. But for today I am trying on my wedding dress once again because it needs to be tailored, it needs to be a little bit shorter, and we can make it a little bit more tighter, which is good. So yeah, because I'm going to be in my wedding dress in a few hours. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I thought it would be fun to create a little bit more of an eye look because yeah, it needs to be more fun. So also in my daily makeup routine, I'm always switching it up for my eyeshadow between like this blush color right here. And if I'm feeling a little bit more extra, a little bit more festive, I will grab the eyeshadow palette from OYE and I will put on this, not even sure what it is. It is like a natural pinky color, but then a little bit more deep. Like it's just a very gorgeous color. So let's put a little bit of that on my lid. And you can see with one swipe, it's there. At least I can see that. Not really sure if you can see that. Let's do the other side. And you can so easily create a cool eye look with these mineral makeup eyeshadows because they work so easily. They blend out very easily. I can simply just put on a darker color in my outer V, put on some glitter with my fingers, and you're done. Like, it is so easy. So for now, I'm only going to put one simple color on my eyelids. And after putting on the finishing powder, I can go in with some sparkles, because if I'm going to do that now, my entire face is going to be covered in sparkles. And we don't want that. So let's set everything in place with the loose setting powder in Glow. And this is some weird ass powder because it is silky soft, and yeah, it's just such a weird, not even sure if you can see it, but it is like this silky soft powder that is going everywhere, but it creates a very nice healthy glow setting. So I'm just going to once again whack this all over my face and set everything in place. And with mineral powder, mineral makeup, it is basically the longer you are wearing it throughout the day, the better it is going to look, because it is going to mix with your body natural oils, and it's just going to soak in so beautiful, and it's going to look so natural that it almost looks like you're not wearing anything, and this is just your skin being healthy AF. So if you want a healthy look and not all the cakey, clogged pores and that kind of stuff that liquid foundation sometimes does, definitely consider mineral makeup, because you have already seen how easy it is. Like right now I am rambling and doing a lot of stuff at once, which is taking me a little bit longer than normal. But in the mornings, like my alarm goes off at 6:45, which is pretty early in the morning, like every day except for the Monday. I'm just whacking this on my face in like 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes even 5 minutes. The thing that is taking me the longest is the following steps, which are eyebrows, eyeliner, and mascara. That is like basically the part that takes up the most time. So the fact that this is going to be done in like 5 to 10 minutes, it's a blessing in the morning, because you are going to get this done so quickly that it's way easier to wake up with a cup of coffee or like some breakfast. You have some extra time, and who does not want that early in the morning? So the face has been set. So let's sit a little bit further back, so hopefully you can see a little bit more of what I've been doing. So I'm going back in with the little eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer on my eyelids, just to give it a little bit more extra for when I'm putting on my wedding dress later on. Just a little pop of glitter, and you can see I just put it on my finger, whack it on my eyelid, and it is so easy to do. And Bob's your uncle. So the next thing that I mostly do is my eyebrows. I must say that I have been dyeing them like a week ago, so they are pretty okay. So I just did it with some home dye that you can grab at the drugstore, like the eyebrow and eyelashes dye. I just did a little bit on my eyebrows, and for the most part it's looking okay. But I am going to go in with the Essence Superlash 24-hour eyebrow pencil in the shade Blonde, just to give it a little bit more definition, just a little bit more shape. Because yeah, they are okay as they are, but with my makeup done, I always like it to be a little bit more defined. Like the eyebrows need to pop, so this is a very easy eyebrow pencil to do that with. Hopefully I can achieve this with a mirror that far away, but I'm quickly, just in case, going to grab one that is a little bit closer. And because I've already dyed them, it is very easy to just fill them in and give them a little bit more body in comparison with the other one. So it's just a slight change, but I just make them a little bit more deeper and more defined. So hopefully they are even. Like, they are never even. I don't know about you. Do you always struggle with some eyebrows? Because mine are never even. Like, I know they're supposed to be sisters and not twins. Like, it's okay, but it just gets me every time that I'm like, why is this not working? So I'm also setting them in place with some eyebrow fixer, and this is by Romand, the Han Brow Fixer, but you can basically use every clear brow gel to set them in place. But this is something that I received in a Korean skincare and makeup box, I guess. And I'm always using the stuff that I get. So setting them in place. Now I'm going to let them dry, and after that, when it's dry, I'm going to go over it with a brow brush one more time to just fix them in place. So moving on with my eyeliner, I always use my trusty NYX Epic Ink Liner in black, because this is basically the only thing that does it for me. It stays in place, it is easy to use, and this is the only felt tip liner that I can work with and create a little wing with, because all the other felt tips are disappointing me. Like, I don't know what it is. But first I'm starting off with filling in my upper waterline, because my lashes are very light. I always need that line to be black, because otherwise it will look weird. So I'm going to start off with that, and after that I'm going to do a little wing and hopefully pray for the best that this will work, because it can be a right hassle, as you might know. How am I going to do that? Let's do right here. Sorry if you're squeamish for this. Hopefully I'm not coloring in my entire eye. It has happened to me once or twice that I accidentally hit my eyeball with this and like the entire thing went black. It was not a good time. Do not recommend, but it looked cool though because my eye was black, but I don't think it is going to be good for you. So the lash line has been done. Let's do the hardest part of all. Like, this is the pain in the ass every day. Most of the time I'm pretty good at it, but sometimes I'm just going to mess it all up. But I'm going to do a little wing on either side and hope for the best that it works out. So stay with me. This is going to be a very focused face because it needs to be executed well. So be right back. Okay, hopefully they are even. What do we think? Like a little wing, which I do every day, and sometimes the wings are a little bit bigger because they are not even and I'm trying to fix it up. We all know how that is going to turn out, because then you just keep making it bigger and bigger in hopes that it is finally going to be matching. But yeah, I did pretty good today though, so not mad about that. So it is time to fix these bad boys in place. Okay. Moving on with lips. If you have seen my most recent action haul, you might have seen this little number by, not really sure what it is, Fab Factory. And this is basically a jelly lip and cheek tint, and it is a little bit of a dupe for the Bennett tint. So I have been using this pretty regularly. So that's a difficult word to say. Pretty regularly. I've been using this. But since this is a jelly tint, like this is the blob that you need to work with, it is just pretty hard to do your lips and create something that looks good. So therefore I have been using a little brush, and I'm just putting a little bit on my brush and color in my lips. And I'm using the shade, I don't know, but I think it was like cherry something. And this is just a simple lip stain which will stay on your lips most of the day. Like you can eat with it, you can drink with it, and it will just stay there most of the time. And I've been really loving this. So I'm just quickly going to put this on my lips because I can simply not talk and put this on at the same time. So I will be back with some lips, and then we are going to finish off with mascara. So when I defined the shape of my lips, I always put a little bit more on. But now I can just use this entire thing, but I still keep the shape of my lips. Alright, so lips done. We are finally done with the daily makeup routine that I do every day, but I still need some lashes because this look is not complete without any lashes. So I just start off with a little spoolie, and I'm just going to brush through my lashes to make sure that they are not all mixed up together and in weird places and somewhere that we do not want them. And then I go in with my trusty L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and this is just the one that everybody knows, and this is the one that works for me. So I'm going to go in with mascara. This is once again going to be a very focused face. Most of the time I manage to do it without opening my mouth, like that is pretty much an achievement. But I'm just going to put on a few coats of this, and hopefully my lashes will look stunning. Sometimes they look a little bit messy, but let's hope for the best and create some nice luscious lashes. So that is coat 1 done. I messed up some spots because my lashes are that long that normally I'm just going to have some mascara dots on my eyelids, but 9 out of 10 times I just let them dry and I just flick them right off when they are dry. Going in with a light second coat in the hopes that it is still savable to make them even longer, but I think this is going to be the best that we can get. But you never know, so I just keep on trying to make them more full, more long, but 9 out of 10 times it is what it is. Do some lower lashes. And I think this is going to be as good as it's going to get. So right now I'm going to wait for the little mistakes to dry so I can flick them up, flick them up, flick them off, and I will be back with the final results. And this is my daily makeup routine and my daily makeup all done. I think you can see it the best when I'm looking a little bit more farther away, because when I'm going to be close, the lights are going to hit it and it's going to wash out, but this is what my makeup looks like on a day-to-day basis, like when I'm going to work, when I'm going to hang out with friends, when I'm going for dinner. Like, this is my go-to look. And it's just very simple, but also with the lip color, it's giving a little bit more pop, and it's very basic, but it also looks like I did something with my face and made a little bit of an effort. So I hope you guys like this video, and I also hope that you liked putting on some makeup together. If you have any tips or if you need any tips, definitely let me know in the comments down below so we can help each other out. And I'm also very curious about your opinions, so let me know if you like this look or would you do anything different. I'm always curious to know what you guys think. So once again, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me, and you would also be helping me and the growth of this channel out a lot. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and click the little notification bell so you will be updated on all new videos, vlogs and future content that I'm going to create on this channel. I post new videos every Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!